Wow, they really have an LSA certified airplane. This is gonna be awesome.
I think part of the uniqueness and the excitement is you're going into an adventure where usually you're either going boating or you're going flying, and here you're coming down the ramp and you're doing both.
I can't believe we're just going to taxi right off into the ramp here and just go.
And it's just really exciting. Trying to combine the two, joys, if you will.
Crazy, we're going flying, but I'm in actually a boating mode.
Yeah, a lot of people find it kind of strange to drive your airplane into the water at first.
It was really part of the excitement, kind of as the journey's beginning.
Yeah, it's actually kind of thrilling. It's pretty cool.
So raise the gear. Gear is up now.
I really like the airplane's stability on the water. I like the feel and the turns, especially when you're up on a step and you're in constrained space. You're not as worried about your turns, digging a pontoon, having to stick too far forward. It just has a lot of forgiveness.
Flap set, gears up. Have the trim set. We're ready to roll.
All right, let's do it.
The flap settings are straightforward, 1, 2, and 3, so best rates at 1. Very comfortable takeoff, straightforward, pulling the airplane off the water at about 40 miles an hour.
What we're looking for is about 45 mile an hour indicated. We can lift off, we can start pulling back and lift off. So drop to number 2 setting of flaps. Establish a rate of climb.
So best rates at 1, best angles at 2, obviously if you're worried about obstacles and stuff like that, but real comfortable, the attitude setting and everything and the visibility is just real comfortable throughout that whole environment.
A very stable airplane. What we'll do first, we'll clear the area and show you a departure stall.
The stall characteristics of the airplane are very forgiving.
We'll set the flaps, put it in configuration like we've just taken off.
And so stalling was just almost non-existent, if you will.
That's the gear warner going off.
Yep.
She thinks that since we're slowing down, we're ready for landing. We'll tell it water landing. So we have that. We'll power up. I'm going to even take my feet off the pedals, bring it up to a stall configuration, stick all the way back. Yep. Holding the stick back. Love it. Yeah, that is
Really nice. Real controllable, real comfortable.
power down stall. Reduce power. Nose rising.
Yep.
Pulling up.
Nice.
There's the stick still back. Yep. You just relax the stick and let her fly again.
Very nice.
The stall characteristics of the airplane are very forgiving. I mean, they're fantastic for a safety standpoint, because really just neutralizing the controls is really the recovery method. So they were almost non-existent. It's almost difficult to stall the airplane, if you will.
Yeah, it's like we're on a jet ski. Or a boat.
Yeah. I've actually even taken it through a slalom course.
Oh, wow.
Another key feature that I really liked about the airplane was its draft. When I'm out in the water, I've got my boating hat on. I'm basically another boat in the water. That's how I'm treated. So I really like the fact that when I'm on a step, I only have about a 3-inch draft. And then when I'm not, I'm down to 10 inches.
One nice thing about this aircraft, being a tail dragger, that it has advantages over a tricycle gear, is that it is much easier to come up on a beach without getting stuck. We have 2 large main tires hitting at the same time, so we can stay on top of the softer sand better. Now one thing, in a lot of float planes, they do not like you to do a downwind to upwind step turn, for the fact that on 2 floats, it makes it easy to actually get a chance to dig in the downwind float and roll the airplane over. Okay. In the hauled aircraft, we have the capability of doing that. Oh, one other thing you would not do in a float plane is literally push a stick all the way forward. Right. You can see now it'll develop a little bit of a porpoise, but nothing happens there. If we release, she stabilizes. So go ahead and power up, take off.
And now where are the flaps at this whole time?
We're at 30.
Okay.
So drop to 20.
I feel very safe when I fly the airplane. I'm not saying that lightly. I've been in the industry for 30 years. I've flown in every facet of aviation, from just general aviation, instruction, cargo. I've flown 4th generation military fighters. I fly heavy transports for a living. So I've got a pretty diverse background, and I just really feel that this airplane is uniquely safe when you're in it. Very comfortable. And we're not talking about an airplane that's been around for 3 or 4 months and we're doing some high-end test data here. We're talking about an airplane that's been around for nearly 20 years. Thousands and thousands of flights, flight hours, and people have flown this airplane. And many people are saying the very same thing that I'm saying. So I'm leaving this experience feeling very, very comfortable.
It's a really stable airplane. The visibility is amazing.
Yeah, excellent visibility. You can fly with the canopies wherever you want. Open, close.
Yeah, this is great. It's real comfortable. I love the angle that it flies at. The visibility out the front is really comfortable to really, enjoy the scenery that you get at about 300 to 500 feet, which is where it seems like you guys fly these things mostly, right?
Yeah.
It's a very comfortable airplane to cruise. You can literally trim it to the speed setting that you're at, take your hands off the controls, and it'll be very stable and maintain that attitude for quite a long time. So very comfortable when you're in the cruise mode.
Awesome. I gotta have one.
The fuel versatility, consumption, and operating costs of this airplane are really, really impressive. I mean, the fact that we're out there today flying in speeds of in excess of 100 miles an hour, we're burning 4 gallons an hour of car gas, that speaks a lot to the fuel versatility of this airplane. If you're on a cross country and car gas isn't available, then sure, it'll burn 100 low lead, no problem.
Yeah, that's just mind-blowing. The fact that you can just go to the gas station with your 5 gallons.
We have, in the past, landed on remote roads and pulled up to fuel stations and filled up,
What do the people think there?
Well, one guy comes up, man, this is like James Bond. He was blown away. He couldn't believe it. You pulled up to a station in an airplane.
I'll bet he was.
And so really, when you start thinking about the operating cost of the airplane, I mean, it's very, very efficient. You walk up to the plane, you don't think aerobatic, so then you don't imply high G loads, but you go out and you fly the airplane and you pull a significant amount of G's. And the airplane stays together, obviously, but not only that, you can't get an accelerated stall.
It just seems weird pulling like G's on this thing. When you look at it, you go, it's not, you don't think of it as the same stress as a Pitts or an extra, but
It's an amazing experience because it's an experience like no other.
That's wild. The fact that you designed it to where you can actually do that.
You do your due diligence, you talk to the founder, you talk to a lot of people that have flown the airplane. I mean, the thing's been around for nearly 20 years and they haven't had a structural failure. I mean, that speaks very well to the structural integrity of this airplane.
Man, you talk about rediscovering flying.
I know. Can you imagine flying to the Bahamas and pulling up at the Tiki Bar?
I mean, there's no limits as to where you can fly, where you can go. I mean, it's a whole different dimension as far as flying is concerned. It's
I know.
amazing.
I love it.